So Brett Kavanaugh is currently in the middle of a confirmation hearing for the Supreme Court. Now, Democrats, of course, decided to go through his case records in order to try to make a case against him, while Republicans are doing the same to make a case for him. And I think that's a ridiculous way to do this. I'll explain what I would rather have Democrats do in order to actually fight Brett Kavanaugh, but we'll get to that in a minute. Look, overall, I think that this whole thing is political theater, right? We already largely know who the Republicans are going to vote for, which way most Republicans are going to go. But what's important here, what is at stake is policy, right? So while you have like Cory Booker grandstanding and Kamala Harris, and you have, of course, Republicans continuing to push on because it is the Trump nominee, and that's going to help them in re-election. Look, we got 2 Supreme Court justices. Vote for us. There is actually policy at stake. And one of the major pieces of policy that may make its way to the Supreme Court again is reproductive rights. So on the question of birth control, Kavanaugh had told senators that he believed that birth control is, quote, an abortion-inducing drug. Wait a minute. Birth control, abortion-inducing. That's not at all true. So now I'm going to give some context here and then get into how wrong he is. Now, Judge Kavanaugh was responding to a question from Senator Ted Cruz on Thursday about his 2015 dissent in the Priests for Life versus HHS case. Kavanaugh had sided with, of course, the Priests for Life, which did not want to provide employees with insurance coverage for birth control. Now, the organization had filed a lawsuit against the Department of Health and Human Services in 2013 over the provision under the ACA that required certain healthcare providers to cover birth control. Now, the group argued the provision was a violation of the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, the same premise of the Hobby Lobby lawsuit in 2014. Now, a panel for the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit ruled against Priests for Life in 2014 when the group tried and failed to get a full court hearing the next year. Now, Kavanaugh, of course, was part of that case, and he had dissented. In his dissent, he had dissented from the majority opinion against the Priests for Life, but he had said, hey, man, look, I would rule in favor of you because I don't think companies should have to pay for birth control, right, through your insurance. Right. Now, hold on here. You say you're pro-life. Isn't the best way to be pro-life, to prevent abortion, is to help people get birth control? Doesn't that make any sense? I believe it does. If you want less abortion, then you should have more birth control. You should allow people to have access to birth control. It should be easier to get it, not harder. But Kavanaugh, of course, like a lot of these, some of these pro-life conservatives, are like, no. We believe that birth control is immoral. Again, he said it's an abortion-inducing drug. But it doesn't induce abortions. It prevents pregnancy. And beyond that, it actually helps women with other health issues. For example, women with endometriosis take it. So, and there's a lot of different things, conditions that taking birth control helps with. It helps to regulate women's cycles. And look, again, I'm not afraid to get into that because that's health, that's science. Those are facts. But anyway, more importantly, it does empower women to participate in daily life in the workforce. Calling it akin to abortion, because keep it real, that's exactly what he's doing, is a way to outlaw something that 95% of American women use. But Kavanaugh says, no, I would vote against birth control. Why? Again, there's a couple of reasons why. For one, of course, he calls himself pro-life, and he's apparently not well-versed on the facts and the science, but there's another angle to it. He is pro-corporate. Judge Kavanaugh is an incredibly pro-corporate judge. In fact, most of his decisions, I think somewhere around 85% of his decisions, were in favor of corporations. So, look, here's him saying these companies should not have to offer contraception as part of the birth control package. That helps the companies because the companies end up saving money. So, again, here's another pro-corporate position. Not only that, but of course, the whole purpose behind this by the Priest for Life is let's go backwards. Let's be the American Taliban and go and eliminate birth control. Let's get rid of it. It's not pro-life. It is an effort to control women's bodies. And in Judge Kavanaugh, these people and the companies that will profit from this, you have a staunch ally. Now, what should we do about Kavanaugh? Well, as I said before, these meetings are a bit of a farce, right? So everybody knows who they're going to vote for. There may be a couple of questions on a couple of moderate Republicans, but at the end, I think at the end of the day, they probably will vote to confirm him. But there's one way you can stop him. Walk out. Democrats, walk out. Don't give them quorum. Delay, delay, delay. Delay till November. Use the same dirty trick that McConnell used. Oh no, we can't confirm a Supreme Court justice while there's an election. Well, there's literally an election a couple months away. There's a midterms, and it's an incredibly important election. Sorry, can't do it. We're not going to meet. We're not going to do quorum. Sad day for you, Republicans. That's what they need to do. It's what they need to do. Because, look, there might be a blue wave in November. And then there is no hope of a Judge Kavanaugh being passed through. Stop him. That is the only way you can stop him at this point. Are the Democrats going to do that? I don't know. I think it's very, very unlikely. But if they do, they should. If they actually care about this, they should. Because Kavanaugh can't wait to get out there and rule in favor of corporations and to take away your right to birth control. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.